Obviously, you're no stranger to reality TV. How did your experience on Survivor prep you for the Anonymous?
It prepped me in any way that you could think, from the toughest days where social strategy is just not working for you to the simpler days where you're like, wow, that worked out. Let me be a little bit more confident in myself. It gave me a different outlook when it comes to competition games, from sitting on the couch and watching it versus doing it. And in the most extreme conditions, you're hungry, you're dirty, you're filthy, but you need to be able to really trust yourself. And there were so many moments out in Survivor. I know for a fact I did not trust myself. And the Anonymous allowed me to be like, Nina is here. Nina is going to trust in herself, her intuition, all of the work and time she put into study, body language, how she previously played. All of that is going to come to fruition here.
Did your mom give you any advice going into it as well?
She gave me a little bit of advice. She's a crammer. I'm studying for a month, right?
Mhm.
I took any suggestions from her when it came to day to day. Hey, you were on the traders. This might be similar. I don't really know. Can you tell me some things? Hey, don't eat anything crazy. Your stomach's going to be hurting. You're going to miss out on some really important stuff. Be mindful of your wardrobe and always have your head on a swivel. Sounds very basic, but sometimes those basic things get forgotten because you're so worried about everything else.
You've been on reality TV as well, so you kind of know what you're doing. Did you have a specific strategy going into the game?
I would say my specific strategy really came from being confident in myself, not second guessing, saying, screw it, girl, third time's the charm, and I hope that you can do it. And I know, based on conversations I've had, people that I watched out there was a lot of second guessing coming from others. Now, don't get me wrong, the Anonymous has a whole half of the game that is hidden, like you don't know what's going on. So that aspect was really stressful. And yeah, you're always wondering, let's see what happens after this and adapt and move forward. Never get stagnant, never focus too much on something that's going to change tomorrow. Always be ready, have your head on a swivel. And I think that's something that a lot of other players didn't. They would really fixate on something. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to tell you how to play the game because I'm trying to win, but you kind of need to like move past that.
Was it difficult to lie to the other players about your mom being on Survivor? I mean, were you ever nervous that you were going to get caught in a lie and that would send you home?
I was never nervous I'd get caught in a lie because I made sure that I spoke truthfully. I'm never really lying. I'm just not telling you the full truth, or I'm going to say it in a different way. My mom is not physical in challenges. She's not a winner when it comes to challenges. She would never do anything like that. I'm half telling the truth, right? So it's really easy, especially me having studied body language a little bit before going out there, knowing when you're telling a half truth, it's a lot easier to convince people versus trying to fully lie. I did a lot of self evaluation before going out there. And I think that's something that I knew was going to be a strong suit of mine. And I knew that I could be confident in myself to navigate every conversation as flawlessly as possible.